Good morning, my dear students. Today's topic it is parasitic adaptation in helminthes, which comes under the chapter Phylum platyhelminthes. So, there are so many adaptation you can find in helminthes. So these helminthes are the group of invertebrate organisms which include animals belonging to two important phyla, namely platyhelminthes as well as helminthes, or it is also called as helminthes. So several species of the group helminthes have adapted themselves to the parasitic mode of life mainly for the purpose of obtaining nourishment as well as receiving shelter. So a parasite is an organism which lives at the expense of other organism and in return it causes injury or harm to the host. Such association in which one organism, the parasite, is benefited while the another one, the host, is harmed is called parasitism. So this adaptations may be of different type, that is it may be morphological adaptation, physiological adaptation, or it may be reproductive adaptations. So first one we'll discuss morphological adaptations. So here in this type the adaptation have occurred either in the form of degeneration or loss of certain organs or attainment of new organs. So first one, that is degeneration of organs or loss of organs. In order to lead a parasitic life, complete or partial degeneration or loss of organs have taken place in the body of helminthes parasites. First, in that first one, that is organ of locomotion. So, locomotion is actually an effort for procuring food. But the parasite habitually inhabit such places in the host body where sufficient food is available without effort. So the organ of locomotion such as cilia or free living, that is turbularians, are absent in the parasitic forms. Hence, the locomotory organelles, they are completely absent or they have been lost. Second one, that is organs of nutrition. So the organ which are concerned with nutrition, they are called as trophic organs. As the parasite derives fully digested or partially digested nutrition from the host body, the alimentary canal has either totally disappeared in case of Taenia solium or exhibit fair degree of degeneration in case of fasciola as well as in the ascaris. Next one, that is neurosensory system. So the endoparasite live in a well protected area and they are more or less stable environment inside host's body in darkness. So there is no need of complex form, that is a form of nervous system. So the photoreceptor organs, for example eyes and other sense organs, have completely lost in case of helminthes. So the second thing, that is during the morphological adaptation, that is attainment of new organs. So the parasites, they have attained certain special structures which help them adjust well within the body of their host. So in that first one, that is the shape of the body. So the shape of the body have become dorsoventrally flattened or ribbon like, which enable them to fit in a space of host's body where they reside. Second one, that is integument, or you can call it as development of protective covering. So the integument of a parasite has lost epidermis and has developed several layered thick protective covering of cuticle. So this cuticle, it is resistant to host's digestive enzymes. It is antitoxin and abrasive action of the food and roughages passing through the digestive tract. The cuticle is permeable to water and also it helps in the absorption of food. So there are so many protective spines that have been developed in the cuticle of several trematodes. So next one, that is organ of adhesion or development of adhesive organs. So there is always a demand for certain organs of attachment to keep the parasite in their respective position. The different form of adhesive organs found in helminthes parasites are: first one, that is acetabulum, which acts as anchoring structure or anchoring organ. Second one, suckers, strong organs for attachment. Hooks, that is also an organ of attachment. Jaws, which help them to anchor with the wall of the gut. And the glands, which helps in food supply and also secretes histolytic juices. So these are some of the morphological adaptation you can find in the helminthes. So next adaptation, moving towards physiological adaptations. So the helminthes endoparasite, that means which lives inside the body, they have to live in a physiological environment of their host, and they have acquired certainly physiological adaptations which enable to survive, that is comfortably. So for that reason, first one, that is protective mechanism. So in that, the first one, that is the alimentary canal parasites, that means the parasites which live in the alimentary canal, they have to protect themselves from the action of digestive juices of the host. So in order to obtain nutrition from the host's body, most of the endoparasites live in the host body where abundant nutrient material is available. So but at the same time, the parasite living inside the gut are always being in danger. They are digested by the digestive enzymes of the host. So to overcome this, the parasites, Thania and Ascaris, for example, they have developed so many adaptations. That is, first one, that is a strong impermeable cuticle has been developed around the parasite. Second one, that is the parasite stimulates the host gut to secrete huge amount of mucus that surrounds the parasite, and also it protects from the digestive juice of the host. So next one, most of the parasites, they produce anti-enzymes which protect them from gastric juice and the digestive enzymes of the host. So it has been reported that the Lyme cells present in the body wall of the tapeworm, they neutralizes the acidic effect of the gastric juice. Next, physiological adaptation, that is anaerobic mode of respiration. Most of the helminthes endoparasite, especially those living in the gut lumen, live in oxygen deficient environment. At the same time, they possess very low metabolic rate which require very little amount of oxygen. To overcome the problem of non-availability of oxygen, so these parasites, they have adapted anaerobic mode of respiration in which energy it is obtained by fermentation of glycogen in an oxygen free environment, and the carbon dioxide and the fatty acids are given out as a end products. Third one, physiological adaptation, that is osmoregulation. So the parasites maintain osmotic pressure of their body fluid approximately same or slightly less than that of the environment in which they live inside the body of their host. So this facilitates them to absorb the nutrition or nourishment from the general body surface. So the osmotic equilibrium also prevents the disturbing exchange of water. So these are some of the physiological adaptation where helminthes, they have adjusted towards the host body. Next, moving towards the reproductive adaptation. So the chances of survival of parasite inside host body are always threatened, and the life cycle of the parasite is generally complex, often comprising 2 or more hosts. So there is always obscure chance of egg reaching the host body and maintaining the reproductive age. So to overcome the problem, the reproductive organs of the parasites, they are well developed, and the production of egg is prolific, and they are continuation, that means they are continued. This adaptation is correlated with the passive transference of the infective stages of the parasite from primary host to the intermediate host and back to the primary host. So in that first one, that is hermaphrodism. So here, to overcome the problem of reaching the mate, so the trematode and cestode parasite have adapted or have been attained hermaphroditism and exhibit the phenomenon of self-fertilization. See, it ensures copulation even when a few individuals they are present. After copulation, both the individuals they lay egg, thus doubling the rate of reproduction. In the absence of companion, the parasite can reproduce offsprings. In case of cestodes, the reproductive system is much more elaborate. Each mature proglotid possesses 1 or 2 complete set of male and female genitalia. In a gravid proglotids, all other organs of the system degenerate to make the room for the uterus, which becomes highly enlarged and branched to accommodate the large number of eggs. So, the eggs and the larvae of the parasite are provided with the resistant wall which protect them from the action of digestive juices of the host. The hexacanth larva of Taenia solium, what we have learnt earlier, remains surrounded by 3-layered cyst wall. High fertility or fecundity. Since the egg produced by the parasitic flatworms face very uncertain future. While passing through the complex life cycle, these potential offspring have to face several hazards, as the result of which a very small percentage of total eggs produced reaches the adulthood. So, and along with that, the parasite, that is, they possess enormous fecundity and producing large number of eggs. Single gravid proglatid of Taenia solium contains about 40,000 fertilized eggs. The fasciola produces about, that is, 30,000 to 35,000 eggs, and ascaris lay about 2 lakh eggs each day. So this threat to very existence of the species is suitably met by the parasite, which in its lifetime may produce eggs in millions. So next one, that is complexity of life cycle. So the most of the helminthes, they have, that is, endoparasite has complex life cycle which consisting of 2 or more hosts, and along with that the presence of intermediate host that minimizes the exposure period of the parasite or its larval stage to the external environment. So additional multiplicative phases in the life cycle of some flatworms further increases the output of potential offsprings. So these are the parasitic adaptation what you found in helminthes, which includes morphological adaptation, physiological adaptation and reproductive adaptations. Thank you.